Hey guys, I just wanted to post one final microdose film review here before TikTok ends up going away for us in the US. This is something that I started a while back to as some extra content for my podcast, specifically created for this app. And since that's going to be going away now, I wanted to get at least one last review in this format that I've really kind of enjoyed doing. And the movie that I want to talk about is the movie September 5, which got a limited release last year, which is now in wide release. And interestingly enough, this movie is about journalism and journalistic integrity and how we cover things, which is something that is so important right now with what's going on with the TikTok app. People's voices are being silenced in a lot of ways. It's like, how do we cover this TikTok ban? How do the creators on TikTok cover things? And how, now that our voices are being silenced, do we cover? And the film addresses a lot of the similar things, albeit through a much different lens. It has a sports team covering the kidnapping and hostages being held in the 1972 Munich Olympics by a group of terrorists, and it covers how does this team even address this? The team that is used to dealing sports, do they give it over to news? They're there on the ground. What do they do? I think this is a movie that has a lot of questions, and it presents the facts. It doesn't have a lot of easy answers. It's really almost shot like a documentary style. A lot of the cameras, to me, it seemed like the way it was shot was reminiscent of like 1970s sports footage. There's some great performances in this. I'm a big fan of John Magaro. I have been since seeing him in Past Lives and a few other films that came out a couple years ago. He's really the anchor of this film. He's incredible. Benesh is in this. She's really good as a German character named Mary. It also deals with a lot of trauma and wrought political questions dealing with Germany and Israel and Palestine that, the film doesn't really come down and take a definitive stance on it. Just is one of those things, once again, where it's like asking us these important questions and asking us, how do we cover these things? How do we address that? And with how TikTok has covered everything that's been going on between Israel and Palestine in recent months, and that how that is obviously going to be in a big way censored to Americans, the creators of this, creators on this app. It feels very poignant at the moment. So yeah, I'd say definitely check this one out while you can. It's still in theaters. It's a really great film. And so yeah, it's a little bit sad, but this is, I guess, my last TikTok. Unless things change. I've had a lot of fun on here. You can still find me other places, of course. I've still got Underrated Movie Podcast on all the other apps. So I don't think I'm going to keep making these microdoses for Instagram Reels or anything like that. It's just kind of not the same. Of course, you can also find my podcast Underrated, which is the whole reason this account even exists. Just look up Underrated Movie Podcast on whatever app you're listening preferences. So I hope you guys find me there. And to all the people that I've met through this TikTok community, there's been a lot of great film TikTok people out there. It's been quite a trip, and I'll see you all on the other side.